All right, so there's been a product that I've been really eager to try out. A bunch of my friends have them. I don't. I've been dragging my feet. But one of my friends came through the other day and they wanted one, which reminded me that I wanted one. So peer pressure, I then ordered one and he also got one. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about it really quick. All right, so the product in question, we got Swift Industries. We have the Capstone handlebar bag for my friend here. 4 liters, thing's freaking sick. We're gonna dive into that in a little bit. And then we have, for me, the Hold Fast frame bag. This is the 3 1/4 liter. Little Swift guy there, little fox. But yeah, we're gonna dive into both of them here for a second. So a little about Swift. They're a little operation out of Seattle, Washington, up in the beautiful PNW. Women owned, which is freaking sick. But yeah, these things are freaking awesome. I was kind of thinking of a way to kind of like describe them. Initially, like I almost wanted to say like they're like the Ferrari of bike packing bags, but you don't have to ask pretty please if you can have one to be on a waiting list to maybe have them. So this is kind of more like the Toyota of bike bags. You can walk and just go get one. They're indestructible. They're built unbelievably well, and I think they look awesome. So I think they're kind of the Toyota bike bags. They're freaking elite. But yeah, this is the Capstone. Kind of cool little setup here. Top opens. This fabric, what is this fabric? Abrasion resistant fabric and recycled polyester. Sick. But yeah, looks really cool, nice and sleek. You have these nice little things on the side. Swift also makes kind of like cup holder, kind of like draw bags, almost like a climbing chalk bag style thing. You can mount those bad boys on these. They look really good. One of my friends that I ride with has that set up and they are primo, super cool. But on the inside, you have that drawstring as well, nice and padded in there. You can put all your cool little stuff in there. Zipper on the top for whatever other thing you might want to throw in. Yeah, this thing is built so unbelievably well, it's insane. I'm kind of an idiot for waiting for this long of grabbing one. But yeah, Capstone is freaking sick. You should get one. I give this 5 bike packing bags out of 5 on this scale. All right, now jumping into the Hold Fast, the frame bag. Like I said, 3 1/4 liter. They have I think it's a 2 1/2, and then they have a 4 liter as well on the top. I wasn't packing as heavy to need the 4, and I wanted a little bit more size than that, so I grabbed the middle size. Same thing with the Capstone, awesome, same material, resistant, recycled. Thing is really cool. The bag I had before, I liked it a lot, but it kind of exploded in the middle of the summer last year. So I need a new bag, and I don't know why I've been putting it off, because this thing is also elite, just like the Capstone. One big old chamber in there, but yeah, dude, this thing is freaking sweet. Yeah, I don't know much more to say. I just said a lot with the Capstone. This thing is, I'm an absolute doofus for waiting this long. Yeah, let's get it on a bike and see what it looks like. All right, so let's get into the bags. On bike, outfits really well. Getting into the Capstone up top. Also, sorry, Dan, your bag was on my bike before it was your bike. Apologies. But anyway, looks really cool. The sweet thing about these, a lot of the time, the handlebar bags kind of get droopy a little bit. This sits really like well in the cockpit there a little bit. Very sick. Cool little details. I'm a sucker for details. The little Swift wolf on the straps is really cool. Opens up nice and big. You have these little pockets on the side down here on both ends. And then you have the zipper strap up top for all the like delicate specialties. Drawstring. There's space for those like little cup holders there on the side. Yeah, thing is super nice. Sits like remarkably well in a set of bars. Now into the Hold Fast. Sits super sweet, nice and sleek in there. I might try the bungee thing at some point, but out of the box is pretty cool. Velcro on all these spots. Only kind of slight is there's no like frame protector on the back ends of these, so I'm gonna like dock like 0.0001% on the bike pack out of bike pack score that I gave earlier. I make the rules, whatever. But nice and zipper, nice big zipper there, nice and open compartment in there, which is sweet. Don't have to play the guessing game on which compartment side you're gonna open up. So this thing sits super, super well in there. With the Fox, cool little guy there. I think the Fox, I'm gonna say it's gonna give you 10 million watts because Foxes are fast. So if you outfit your whole bike with a whole bunch of Swift stuff, for each Fox, you get 10 million watts. So math. Cool, yeah, with all that being said, these things are absolutely elite. We have a bunch of planned bike trips this summer, my wife and I, and then a bunch of our friends, including the Swift Camp Out, which I'll put that a little thing somewhere on this. But yeah, check them out. Swift, they're 10 out of 10 company. I love everything they're doing. Their bags are incredible. What they do for the cycling industry is incredible. Give them a check out. We can order as well. They just put out a brand new line. It's like this really, really cool blue. I'll like link that in there as well. But check them out. Come on in, Fat Jimmy's. We can order them. Call, whatever, all that fun stuff. But yeah, go bike packing. It's sick.